Hey, hola, namaste. Welcome to Pearl Tarot. Today I am back again with a pickup card on what does your boss or manager thinks about you at this point of time. So basically, this is a pickup card which is timeless. You could watch them at any point of time. So there are three piles: pile one, two, and three from your left to right. Choose the pile that you are most drawn to. Timestamps will be provided in the description box, and I will catch you in the next click. Hey there, my dear pile one. So, if you're drawn to this pile, this is the right place for you to receive this message on what does your boss or manager or your higher up think about you at this point of time. So, you are drawn to the world card. Let's dive deep into for further info. Yes. So here we have the Knight of Batons, the Three of Cups, the Ten of Coins, the Nine of Batons, and the Nine of Cups. So double nine may be a synchronicity to you. 10-10 would be a synchronicity that you have been seeing around a lot, or 11-11 may be very significant for this pile. Three time is a charm. That's one message that I'm getting. So it's like you have tried something for three times, and third time it's going to be succeeded. Like some sort of message. That is what I'm picking. So through these cards, what I'm feeling is that the world is card is a very auspicious that I already conveyed, right? So in conjunction with the Knight of Batons, it's like a slow moving energy. It's like a slow and steady process. And with the presence of Three of Cups, what I'm seeing is that you are very withdrawn from the group. It's like you like to act independently or do things or do the work independently. That's a strong message I'm getting. It's like, yeah, Three of Cups that shows that of a teamwork, that is the team player and all those things. Yes, you can be that, but you prefer to be alone. It's like you are disinterested whenever there is a lot of people that is involved in your work, that you feels like a lot of people can ruin the work. That's energy that I'm picking. And with the presence of Nine of Batons, your manager or the boss that sees you as a very hardworking person who knows when to do the stuff and in a timely manner. That's what I'm getting. And it's like they find that you are not afraid to start over. It's like you can do a single task many times till it reaps the effort. That's what I'm picking up. And again, with the presence of the Ten of Coins and the World card, I can't miss the fact that you are in some sort of a completion phase. And that completion is quite intentional and prosperous. Intentional in the sense that there is the Nine of Batons, and prosperous in the sense that it is in conjunction with the Ten of Cups. So I feel like there is some sort of a completion that's coming to you in your work, and your boss kind of knows about it. It's like either because of the presence of Nine of Batons, you are a very hardworking person, and this completion can be in the sense of a new promotion or a new job hike or a increment in the salary benefit. With the presence of the Nine of Coins, it's like a nine of coins. It's like a wish fulfillment. Like, so what I'm feeling is that your boss may be considering for a increase in the position or increase in the pay, or for very few of you, I feel like you are kind of leaving this organization. And even though you are not very sure where to, there is like a big question mark, but you have started the journey with a snail pace. It's like one such example, as I was picking up earlier, like the three time is a charm. It may be like slowly but steadily you are leaving this. That's what I'm getting. And I don't think that it is coming from the boss's perspective, or you he may be or they may be completely unaware of the fact, but I feel like something very prosperous outside this is coming to your way. That is the energy that I'm picking up. And there was kind of like a lot of restrictions, and I know that I'm going off the rails with this because the topic was what the boss feels, but in relation to the career and in this job that I feel, since you're drawn to this, really drawn to this pile, what I feel is that you had tried a lot of things. Like you had tried to work about, or you may have attended a lot of interviews, you may have tried with your connections to get into a different role, and there was like blockages, there was like restrictions, there was delays from the people around you. At the same time, it's like the people around you was like intentionally putting bad eye to you, or like they're kind of in one way or other they are restraining your progress. And it's finally you are leaving that position. That's what I'm getting. It's like something better is offered to you at this point of time, or soon after receiving this message you would be getting something very auspicious. And despite all those restrictions around you, despite all those problems that were surrounding you at that point of time, it can't be diminished, because it's kind of like a God's will or the universe will to provide you with this. Because it's like world, it's like Nine of Batons. It's like you have tried everything, you have tried to start over in this person, in this firm, in this organization, but I feel like you were never fulfilled. It's like it's always one way or other there was disruptions. Yes. So that was a side message I got for the career for you since you're drawn to this pile. And from the boss's perspective, as we can come back to that, what I feel is that they find you as a very hardworking person, and for some, it may resonate that they are considering for a promotion or a job hike or something related to that stuff. And yes, they find that you are kind of withdrawn because they have seen a full cycle with you with the presence of the world card from the initial to the end. They have seen a full cycle, and they notices that you were kind of like hardworking, but now you kind of been disinterested. With the presence of knight of batons is a very passionate card. Okay, it's often depicts in the horses, or it's like it's full force charging, but in this card, in this tarot, it's like on a snail. So it shows that it's on a snail pace, so something has slowed down. And that may be the reason. A hardworking fellow in a corporate always hard works. Like it's like there will be always work for them. Without any hike, without anything substantial, there would be always work upon them. And once they started to slow down is when actually people notices. So we actually the higher up started to notice what's happening, what's the scenario, what's the story behind it. That's what I'm picking. So maybe they have noticed this slowdown in the pace, rather than like, because you were nine of batons is not a good card to come. It's like hard work. It's like striving for that one bad, like completion, start striving for the completion, and you realize that it's like that completion is not coming. That completion can be in the sort of you were expecting something from them. Obviously we work for the money, we work for sustaining our life, right? So you realize that nothing is going to change. That's the energy I'm picking up, and you slow down the pace. And now the manager is not, okay, this person is a hardworking fella, yeah, and all those stuffs. Yes. So yes, don't forget the side message that I got. If you are in that dilemma, and if you are in that nine of swords energy, even though it's not present here, believe that something wonderful is coming your way. And yes, three times a charm. Yes, we can dive into the rest of cards for further info on what does your boss or manager or higher up thinks about you at this point of time. Yes, so we have the energy, motivation, the orphan, and the giraffe, the visionary. Rise above earthly matters. Glide through life with grace. You are about to see the right path. Stand tall in your self worth and love with a big heart. That's a message that you got. That's kind of like, yes, the nine of swords energy that I'm picking strongly, even though you are drawn to a very auspicious card, and I'm picking that energy. And yes, there is a lot of resistance in your life related to the career. That's what I'm feeling like. It's coming from, uh, you feel it's coming from the people who is surrounding you. It's like they are intentionally praying, manifesting that nothing good happens to you. That's the sort of vibe I'm getting. And I feel sorry for you. And the best thing that you can do is like keep things personal till it solidifies, so till it's materialized. And even if out of the excitement, out of the passion, because you were being in a hard situation yourself, so you feel like you have to talk, and you talk, and out of the passion, because of the ray of hope that you're getting, it's okay. Okay, it's okay, because what's meant for you will never ever slide from your hand. Okay. And in the often, we can come back to the reading. With the presence of the often, I feel like, yes, there was a time when you were being holding that flower. There was a time when you were very passionate. That's what I'm feeling. And the boss or the manager sees that you were kind of like withdrawn, half interested, disinterested. That's the sort of energy I'm feeling up. And but at the same time, it's like you are there, yes, but you are not as productive as you used to be, as charming as you used to be. And they see a very contrasting energy. And due to this complete turn of events, from complete turn of actions to complete turn of your mood, that's what your boss is noticing now very strongly. And with the presence of the energy and motivation, I feel like the boss kind of knows that you are in some sort of a precipice of changing your life, some sort of a precipice, because it's like maybe they know it personally that you are going to leave the organization, or they know that something, they are just staying around for just still a better opportunity, because it's very evident that you kind of like withdrawn. That's the energy I'm picking up. Other than that, your boss was kind of like reminiscing the good old days. Okay, good old days when you used to do all the hard work or take all the slacks, not say anything back, and stand there, just listen to them. And then good old times according to them. Okay, that's the energy I'm picking up. And it's like You can see in the orphan, the hand is leaving that of the flower, the bittersweet. And you can see in the energy and motivation, the flowers are standing there. It's all sort of showing me some sort of leaving from organization. Why? And I feel like if you are not considering about leaving and you really enjoy the place that you work in and you consider it to be the best place ever, then I don't think that this is your pile. This is a pile for those people who feel like they are not understood. They feel like the effort that they put in is not being rewarded, and they are in the precipice or the threshold of leaving this organization. That's what I'm picking up. And your boss kind of senses, it's like, without the words, people can understand based upon our body language, standing tall, right, and leaving. And it's like your demeanor, your something has changed. Maybe you're kind of you are like on a notice period, or in some sort of such situation. Okay, so from the boss's perspective, I feel like they kind of seen your shift in the energy, and they are kind of like a bittersweet. That's the energy I'm picking up. It was good when it was good, so kind of like saddened, like they could have treated you well. Or they may be, for some people, I feel like they are considering of a job promotion or a hike in your pay, or some benefits to be added to you. That's why I'm getting. It is like a very strong energy, and I never expect this much strong energy from this pile. It's like quite heavy. That's what I feel. And I hope this reading truly resonate with you. If it does, consider subscribing to my channel. I've uploaded a lot of readings. Most of them are timeless, so you could watch them at any point of time in your life. So yes, hopefully I will catch you in my next reading. Till then, take care. Bye. Hey there, my dear pile 2. So, if you're drawn to this pile, this right place for you to receive the message on what is your boss or manager thinks about you at this point of time. Yes, since you're drawn to the Empress, the first thing first is that your boss or manager feels you kind of like a very beautiful person, like a very fertile ground to be. And it's not very professional to say it, but I feel like they find you as very attractive. They find you as very beautiful and elegant. The feminine energy is vibing out of you. So you may be a person who is having a lot of feminine energy within you, the energy of receptiveness, the energy of calmness. That's what I'm getting. And you may be that one rare person who never shouts back at them or say anything back to them. That may be the reason they are getting a feminine energy from you. And it doesn't mean that if you're a masculine yourself, it doesn't mean that you are like you are a female. You are portraying the attributes of a feminine energy. That's what I want to say about it. Yes, we can dive into the rest of cards for further info. Yes, so we have the Six of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the World card, the Knight of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. And again, we have the Peacock here, vibrancy. You were born to shine and inspire. Practice humility to avoid jealousy. The grateful for life, and more good things will come. The true to yourself and recognize your brilliance. Yes. You are seen by your boss as a very graceful and a very attractive, that we have already conveyed. And you have the world card. That's quite ironical here, because, and I censored it obviously because we can't show it like as it is in a public platform, right? So, yes, the irony here is that you also have the world card, and the pile one was having the world card. And if you come from the pile one, I don't think that this is your pile, just because I am picking up a very, very different energy from both the piles. Okay, it's like pile one was very, very, very heavy, and it's kind of auspicious at the same time. And pile two, I'm not saying that you're not auspicious or like, but the energy is different. Though it's like it's the irony here, even though the same cards with different meaning. That's what I'm picking. Okay, your boss or manager finds you as a very generous person. It's very confirmed, very beautiful, attractive, and very intelligent at the same time with the presence of the Queen of Swords and the Hierophant. It's like you have a structured education. Maybe you are a person who's having a lot of knowledge. You have been into the college or the university for quite some time. It's like you have your masters, you have your PhD, you have this, you have that. It's like you are a very knowledgeable person, a very structured and a knowledgeable person. That's what I'm getting. And with the presence of the world card, it often seems that you are going to ascend into a new level soon with this world card and the Knight of Cups. But still, that ascent would be quite slower. Okay, that's what I'm picking up. It's like your boss or your manager sees your potential, and they are considering of you to ascend into a new level. But that ascension is going to happen slowly or periodically. That's what I'm getting. And I don't know how much it would resonate, but there is a strong sexual energy from here as well, because of the presence of this empress and all, and this vibrance, and they find you as very attractive. So it's like, I don't think so it's very professional, but still I have to point out because the cards are present. Yes. Again, it will resonate if your manager or is in an opposite gender than what you are. That's what, because there is a big element of feminine energy present in this reading. As I already said, it doesn't mean that it should be like that, like you are a female watching this reading. It mainly shows that you are in that receptive state in your life's journey. That's what I want to pick. And again, with the presence of the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Swords, your boss feels like you are a very solid person. It's like you think before you act. It's not like you are not very reactive, rather than you are very proactive. That's like you take action from a solid thinking. You don't jump into things. You don't jump into the task that's in your hand. You take your sweet time. You analyze the situation, and that analyzing is very on point. With the process of Queen of Swords, it shows a sharp mind. It shows that she's simply sitting in the throne and taking the actions, right? It's like they think before you jump. That's the energy I'm picking up. Again, with the presence of the peacock, I have to say that your boss feels like you're a very peacocky person. That's like, again, it based upon the perception, right? It can be like, oh, they are all show off, they are like, they likes to be the center of attention, or simply because of the dress that you wear, your appear, your attitude. All this is like showing a peacocky vibe, even though you just want to blend in. Maybe that's the perception coming from your boss or the manager. Yes. And again, with the presence of the Six of Pentacles and the Hierophant, I feel like there were time in your office, or in your system that you work in, there were time where there is required, like, you to take up the charge. Like, you are some sort of knowledgeable person. That's first thing first. Okay, so there were time when you have to literally provide, like, cut a piece of your knowledge and pass that wisdom to your colleagues. There was some time like that has to be done, and you had done in a way that's been known to entire people. It's like, yes, this is a perception from boss or manager, let's be clear with that. So you could have done it without making such a scene. Okay, it's the sweetest way I can say it about. But you have taken the other route of, like, yeah, it's made clear, it's made public, it's made social. It's like everyone knows that you made people understand what is to be done, and it's very clear. It's a lot like that peacocky energy. It's like, even though, just think like this way, okay, peacock can't hide their beauty, can't remain unnoticed, right? It's like wherever they go, they get noticed, right? So maybe that's the reason. That's like you were just existing, and people think that you are a show off, or like your boss or manager thinks like, okay, they are like showing off their brilliance, showing off their beauty. It's like you are just simply existing. That may be the reason. Okay, that's an energy I'm picking up. Yes, we can dive into the rest of cards for further info. So we have the lover and the boundaries and the respect. At this point of time, I'm very much sure that at least for a majority of people watching this, your boss may have some sort of a romantic feeling, or a romantic may have actually shown a romantic gesture towards you, and it's because there is this recurring theme of some sort of this fertility, the romance, the compassion, the passion, all these things. Yes. If it doesn't resonate, it can simply mean that your boss finds you to have options in that of the options. Like, you literally have options outside or within that of the firm to progress in that of the career perspective. And also, they find you as a very talented person. Like, it's like you shine despite what's surrounding you. That's the energy I'm picking up. And with the presence of the boundaries and the respect, I feel like, yes, kind of hierophant energy and all, is like people respect them. It's not like they are commanding respect. It's like automatically the people should respect them, or people automatically respect them because of the knowledge that they possess. That's the sort of energy I'm picking up. And here the swan is there. How could I just swan, I literally say, whenever the swan card appears, I feel like it's the combination of the beauty, intelligence, and the passion. So you have these three. That is what your boss notices. And it's like, if this romantic gesture applies to you, I feel like a small proposal or a small gesture, okay, with the presence of the Knight of Cups, a small kind of gesture may come towards you at this point of time. That's what I'm picking up. Yes. Other than that, I also feel like they likes to tease you with the work, or say something about the work. So they're kind of curious, like to test your brains, to test your intelligence. They like to enter into this this banters, okay, banters with you because they kind of like enjoys your intelligence. That's what I'm picking up. So yes, I hope this reading truly resonate with you. If it does, consider subscribing to my channel. I have uploaded a lot of readings. Most of them are timeless, so you can watch them at any point of time. Hopefully, I will catch you in my next reading. Till then, take care. Bye. Hey there, my dear pile 3. So, if you're drawn to this pile, this right place for you to receive the message on what does your boss, manager, or your higher up thinks about you at this point of time. Since you're drawn to the devil card, I would say it's quite courageous and quite heroic of you to choose this card. Yes, we can dive into the rest of cards for further info. Yes. So we have the two of cups, the nine of cups, the nine of pentacles, the four of swords, and the tower card. Yes. At this point of time, I would say that if you're drawn to pile one, there would be some messages for you if you're really drawn to that. Yes. Coming back to the cards, what I feel like is that you have to you have been thinking a lot about the situation with you and your boss, and what your boss feels is like you are that, the devil card. It's kind of like in this card, in this special tarot, it's like there is no depiction of the devil controlling the lady, right? Here, it's like the lady is simply looking in the eyes of the devil, and it seems like the devil is tamed. So, I don't know whom you see as the devil at this point of time, but it is like very evident from the energy that's present. And it's very courageous of you to select this also. So, I feel like you somehow tamed this devil, or you somehow kept a strong boundary with this person. That's I feel. And again, your boss feels like with the presence of the two of cups, you kind of been thinking a lot. That's what your boss thinks. Like you're kind of like thinking a lot these days. Really sitting there and thinking a lot. With the presence of nine of cups, they find you to be researching a lot. And with the presence of nine of pentacles, they seems that you are in a very good position. It's like they're kind of trying to disrupt you in a maximum, like max pro in the way, okay, pro max situation that's happening. Like they are piling you with the work, or they are like uh, verbally abusing you. That's and I'm picking up all this energy because there is a presence of the tower. Okay, so what I pick up is that the situation between you and your boss is not so on a good end, let's put that way, and there may be big shoutings happens, like there may be, or it can be very evident, like big shoutings, big rude comments coming from both sides, or from that side of a person whom you consider to be your boss or manager. So, but it seems like they feel like you are unaffected, unbothered, and that's making them angry. Like it's making them furious. Why you are not being unaffected, unbothered by all the situation? Like four of swords energy. It's like my friend, it's a stuck energy. Okay, it's like the four of swords. It's stuck. It shows the dilemma. It shows not a good energy, okay, but in this card she is simply sitting in her bed and enjoying, right, looking in the scenery of the window, maybe literally after hearing a lot of shouting from your boss, you come and sit simply and enjoy the beauty of the surroundings. So it seems like you are unbothered, unfocused. It's not you're unbothered and unfocused in the work. It's more like your attitude. That's what I'm picking up. And again, with the presence of the tower, it's like a kind of like a living energy. That's what I'm getting. It's a sort of like this tower. You can see that she's already outside the precipice, right? It's like she's not been directly hit. In the normal tarot cards, you can see that the people are jumping out of the tower. That means that something has literally stricken them, so they are jumping out for their own safety. Here, it's like the lady is completely outside, right? And there is this outside feeling. So, one such example that I can completely decipher this energy is that maybe you know that your company or the place that you work in is going to the ruins, and you kind of like with the presence of the nine of cups, with the presence of two of cups, and with the presence of the nine of pentacles, you had made something wishful, like a dream come true. You had made your dream realized, like you are stable in some sort of way. It's like you have found a new job, or you have found something very stable, or you are, or it can be like nothing material have happened in your life. It's just a change in your perspective in the mind. Like your perspective have changed, your thought pattern has changed. You know that you are a very knowledgeable person, or you are a very skillful person, and you know that you would find something better, despite the fact that everything is going ruins in your office or in the place that you work in, and you are like, oh, that's going to hit now, and I am kind of like withdrawn. That's the energy I'm picking up. So back to the example that I was picking up. So in this tower card, it's like you know that it's going downhill, and you kind of like secure yourself, like literally you have secured yourself a position, or figuratively in your mind, in your thought process, you really know that you're worth more than this, and you are like kind of stable. So there is a very connection between this pile and pile one. Yes. Again, that's like it's not like the boss is feeling like you are kind of withdrawn, you are kind of tamed, and it's like they are in this sort of like caged. Okay, that's the energy I'm picking up. It's like with your brains you have somehow caged to this, and I don't know how it's a general reading, so I don't know how it's affecting you or how you have done it, but that's a sort of energy. But from these cards, I don't feel like the connection between you and your boss is quite genuine at this point of time, because it's like you are not communicating a lot with this person, and there is a literally a distance between you and them. That's what I'm getting, a distance, like one person is free, and I feel like you are the free person here, and the other is some kind of like bounded. Okay, it's like bounded. It's yes, in the Nine of Pentacles, even I feel like that card is for this reading. I get an image that this lady is sitting in the shore of a sea, and an island far away is burning. That's a pictorial depiction that's coming to my mind, and I don't know how it applies to you, but that's the energy, and I hope that you are picking up. Yes, we can dive into the rest of cards to see what is your boss or manager feels about you at this point of time. Yes. So you have like the star card was there, and I forget to pick it up earlier. So yes, you have the star here, and then the lizard regeneration. That is, as a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation. Put on your new cloak. You are a master of regeneration. Alethea, gratitude, intelligence. At this point of time, I feel like you are kind of leaving the organization, and that organization in the ruins. That's the sweetest way I could put that into. And yes, or apply as it is. Like with the presence of the star, there is like you're venturing outside this organization. Why am this may be a collective thing that is going on, but I feel like in the pile one, it was like they were leaving, but nothing bad is happening to the place at least they work in. That's energy, but here it's going to ruins. Alethea, with the presence of Alethea, that symbolizes like the truth. Okay, so some sort of truth that you have been communicated with this manager, and this manager may have shouted at you, and you realize like, okay, there's nothing much I could say about this situation, and so they are kind of leaving. And from the perspective of the boss, that they find that you are painfully truthful. That is what your boss or manager feels like you're painfully truthful, and it's like a restriction. Like this can be a retrospective thinking of your boss, that okay, they have said me this, and that was brutally honest. I should have trusted them, and I should have done the things, but now I am caged and they are going to leave. That can be one thing that is happening here. And with the presence of the indulgence, gratitude, it seems like the boss feels like you are in that sense of like, everything is peaceful for me, even though everything surrounding me is burning. That's the energy I'm picking up. And again, the lizard shows the regeneration, putting off a new cloak. It all shows that your boss feels like you have just taken the clock, and you are just leaving. Like you are ready. Okay, that's the energy I'm picking up here. And again, with the presence of intelligence and gratitude, it seems like this energy, okay, you are very peaceful, you are very calm, and everything is burning around you, but you are very calm and peaceful. That's your boss feels. That's a recurring theme here. Okay, and with the presence of Alethea, it's like it's a very past thing that have happened, like it's in the black and white, and you have said to them something very truthful, and they should have listened. That may be that way. It's very subjective, and I know that it would resonate with very few, but it's the energy that I'm getting. And with the presence of the star, your boss feel like there is hope for you. Okay, there is hope for you, there is something new for you. At least that is a vibe that you put in, because you are kind of unbothered and unfazed with the situation. And there is. And one more thing, it's not like as into that biggest extreme. It's like you are not going to leave the organization and all. It may not be as stressful or a very dramatic as I explained, like the organization is going into ruins and all. It can be your department, it can be in a small amount. Okay, because it's like it's a general reading that I'm doing. So the amount or the depth of these things that could vary. Okay, that's what I have to put up. So even though the Tower card is a very dramatic card, so it can implicate that it's a big effect that you are going to have. Yes, obviously it's going to have a big effect on you and your manager and the people around you, but it may not be affecting the entire organization. So I should have put it out also, because it's a general reading at the end of the day. Yes, so at least your manager feels like there is a hope for you. There is things, good things happening for you with the presence of Nine of Cups and Nine of Pentacles. Double nine, it's a double confirmation that you and pile one is in a twisted way connected. Anyway, with the presence of the Two of Cups, you have options. That is what they, you have options, you have hope. That may be the reason you are unfazed and unbothered with the calamities that is happening here. Again, yes, again, this with the Tower card, and you can see that the layout of the cards are quite like messy, right? And it shows that there is this messiness happening around you, but somehow you are calm. I'm least bothered with this messiness in the cards now, right? So in the same way, you are least bothered. That's the energy I'm picking up, and I hope this reading resonates with you. If it does, consider subscribing to my channel. I upload a lot of readings. Most of them are timeless, so you could watch them at any point of time. So hopefully I'll catch you in my next reading.